Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be taking a look at another game today, and for those of you who don't know, I'm actually doing a kind of like a retro game today. No, obviously it's not Binding of Isaac or Project Zomboid. It's also not even Amnesia or any kind of horror game, but it's ActRaiser. It's a retro game, clearly. 1991, made by Enix and Quintet. This is actually one of my favorite video games on the SNES. And it's a platformer slash strategy game, kind of meshed together with some awesomeness. And the reason why I'm playing this right now is because actually I don't have the time in the daytime. Like, I don't want to play Amnesia or any scary games in the daytime because I think that's kind of a cop-out, basically. So I'm actually going to just play this for right now because, I don't know, I've been kind of jonesing to play it for the most part. And the whole story is basically you control not only this hero of the ages, but you also control this cherub. And the hero of ages you use to defeat all the action platform levels, and the little cherub, this little angel, you use to take care of the strategy type portion of the game. So each kind of, well, I would say honestly the cherub or the angel portion of it actually affects the platformer more so than vice versa, because you can actually find power-ups and things of that nature when you're using the strategy portion of the game, or the simulation, I should say, portion of the game. Let me kill these guys. The control scheme is fucking antiquated, and it's a little bit harder to control than most other games. But it's enjoyable. It really is enjoyable. These first couple levels are usually pretty easy. Fillmore is probably one of the easier levels to actually play, but it's still very enjoyable for me anyway. Brings back a lot of old memories, and it is still fairly challenging for the most part. Trying to get through without getting your ass totally annihilated. I remember that. I actually played a playthrough of it already, but I didn't like the recording, so I went ahead. Oh, fuck, I did that last time. So I went ahead and wanted to re-record, pardon me, from what I did. And it wasn't anything like, oh, I fucked up really bad. I did screw up a little bit, but I didn't actually lose a life or go back or do anything that I couldn't do again except for get that extra life, which I wasn't too concerned of. But I felt like it was too late in the night for me to actually concentrate too well. So I wanted to just redo it with a bit more cognizance to my commentary. But the future is going to hold many. Shit, you dickhead. Many other games. Mainly, I'm gonna try to do fucking dickhead. No, I'm not gonna do fucking dickhead. I'm gonna do Amnesia and Dead Space and possibly SCP. I wanted to actually bring up the fact that I've been looking more and more into the way that YouTube. I know this is kind of another part of the commentary, but I've been looking into the way that YouTube actually does their subscribers and like base now, and how different it actually is in comparison to what it used to be. Apparently the way it used to be is a fuck of a lot different from what it is now. Like, it's so much more based on likes and how many friends you have and the references that you get from those friends. So it's dawning on me that basically getting my subscriber base up is going to be a lot harder than I expected. Search parameters are a little bit different than what I thought they were, so I'm going back and I'm fixing that as I see some inconsistencies. I also noticed that liking and favoriting your own videos actually gives you more clout when people are actually searching for videos of that likelihood or that niche. They a lot of common terms say. So I'm working on that as it is, and hopefully we can get some more subscribers and some more individuals interested in these type of games, or at least my type of commentary. I know it can actually be similar to some other people's. I'm not entirely sure, because obviously I don't know everyone on YouTube. I'd like to make friends as much as possible with anyone and everyone, either they be other YouTubers or otherwise. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm just trying to get a feel for what it would be like to try to make a living off of YouTube. I know that's not within the realm of possibilities just yet. Full-time commentary obviously requires a lot, and even this for me, just because of the fact that I don't know, I do this kind of a part-time hobby, it does become kind of daunting at times. So let me show you what I'm doing right now. We're in the simulation portion of the video game now that we've beaten that one level. You can actually return to the Sky Palace movement. You can direct the people, you can build them in a certain way, you can just listen to them to see if they have any kind of useful advice. You have certain miracles you can do. You can perform all these miracles now, or you know all these miracles, but you lack the spirit power, which is the SP on the upper right hand side of the actual game screen. You lack the SP right now to actually perform them. We can, however, do rain and lightning at the moment. In the previous statement, the people actually said, the people of this little settlement says that you can actually use lightning, obviously not only to kill mobs like that, but you can use it to clear bushes and rocks and basically just shitty debris out of your way. And what I'm doing right now is, here in a moment, after I defend the town while it's being built for a little while, these little monsters in these caves, or these little altars basically, will continue to spawn monsters. Those little thingies. But my townsfolk will actually head in that direction and close these little gates to, these little fucking monster spawners that piss me off so much. So at first, whenever you do discover a new settlement of any kind, usually it becomes kind of chaotic because you're trying to close as many of the little seals as possible. And occasionally they'll do, this is going to be a notification that they know how to beat the hell out of, enough confidence to fight monsters. Please lead us to monsters' lairs so they can actually close it now. So that's what I'm doing right now. And the little hourglass at the top right-ish corner of the screen basically gives me an indication as far as when they actually start to build. So when it reaches all the way down at the bottom, or the sand all falls, that means that they're able to build again. Killing the monsters also gives you spirit power. So if you're low on spirit power, you need to kill monsters to help aid your spells, as well as, or I think they consider miracles. See, without our help, blah blah blah, it appears someone has found something in the monster's lair. And occasionally they'll give you good stuff. Strange bow and arrows. The strange bow and arrows will actually help when it comes to the simulation portion. There are things that you can get that will actually help you in the platforming portion. So it's always a good idea to try to get as much stuff as you possibly can from both the platforming portion and the simulation like this, because the simulation actually will give you, honestly, it's more beneficial to explore the simulation portion of it, because you can actually level up, you can actually gain different special powers both in the simulation and in the platforming portion of the game. So it was a fairly complex game, in all honesty, for its time, and it's one of those things that actually got me into playing video games a lot as a kid, because of the idea that you were this kind of timeless hero, and and as megalomaniacal as it may sound, trying to take my people, put them down. It was kind of fun playing a god, I guess, to some respect, because that's pretty much what you're doing right now. You're playing a god, if not, what we would conventionally know as the Christian god, which I don't want to get into religion. Let's not get into religion. You're using that kind of deity mindset to direct the people. So it's kind of fun because it mixes and matches between being able to control. See, I can't actually cast my spells right now because we're sealing a layer. Damn it! Okay. Found something else. But it was just a really cool concept, and I really got into it because you were clearly the good guys beating up clearly the bad guys, and that's kind of enjoyable from time to time. It's very nice occasionally having a clear designation between what is good and what is bad, even if it is you basically saying that, okay, these people are always in the right, and obviously morality is not that easy at times. So we won't get into the philosophy of that, because we can spend hours upon hours upon hours debating on what's right and what's wrong. Technically, we have morals as humanity that we all want to and you know, closely adhere to. We want to abide by that because of the fact that, you know, clearly murdering somebody is a pretty bad thing to do. So we all can pretty much agree on that. But, you know, when it comes to stealing when you're hungry or something of that nature, it's always kind of a hit or miss subject because, you know, it's not that cut and dry sometimes. In any case, we're going to get off that morality. We're not going to talk philosophy right now. If you guys want me to rant or talk more about philosophy and religion and things of that nature, by all means let me know. I prefer not to talk about it because it tends to be a sensitive subject for a lot of people. It isn't so much for me because of the fact that I seem to feel like I have an outside perspective on it. Being someone who almost pretty much grew up Catholic, but I developed into my own belief structure, which I classify as Zen Buddhism, you know, along the way as I grew up and grew older. And that's my particular path, so I can't... I like to say that obviously I have an outside perspective from the idea that there's not many individuals in my area that have a similar mindset. So it's kind of nice to have that outside perspective from time to time. And a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people obviously they're pretty well surrounded with what is normal for them. And where I'm at, Christianity is obviously a fairly big staple. As far as, or staple religion, I should say. So, I know I said I was going to stop talking about it, so I'm going to stop talking about it now. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. I don't think this should be a philosophy class or, you know, YouTube video, but I do enjoy talking about things of that nature from time to time, and it doesn't really get me offended when someone has one belief structure that differs from mine, because mine is fairly unique, and I understand that. I understand I'm a weird individual, so I don't... It doesn't bother me when someone disagrees. But in any case, this is a game. You're playing a religious deity of some kind, and you're trying to beat up the demons, the bad things that are trying to kill the people of this world. So you go from area to area, every single level, I guess you would say it is, and yeah, you just basically help civilization further itself. So they've got more stuff to tell me here. So the last area has been sealed. Something strange has been happening to me. I have the same nightmare every night. In my nightmare, the gruesome Minotaurus appears through a big hole in the southeast. He says he will curse it. Okay, so pretty much things like this will happen occasionally, and it may vary per level, where an event will actually happen where you actually have to fight again as the action platformer portion of the game. What I'm doing right now is they actually made mention of a couple of things off in this area, so I'm actually going to clear out not only these bushes so I can get more build area, And the importance of actually improving your civilization is that when you do improve your civilization, you actually get more levels. You actually get everything. Actually, your hit points go up, your level goes up, your spirit power goes up. So not only are you able to cast more abilities, but you're just all around more robust. And that's really what you want to do in this particular game, at least, is make sure that you're as well equipped as you can be for that particular area. So this is the magical token that they found. And this part may be a little bit slow for some individuals. I am going to direct these people to build in certain directions, and it may seem kind of weird that I'm doing this. I'll do this for right now. I gotta clear out some more of those bushes. But I am just trying to get as much ground as workable as possible. Basically, I'm trying to make sure that shit, I can't do it yet because I'm spirit powers. I'm not even fucking paying attention. I'm trying to gain more levels, get as much as I can before I move on. And I gotta wait a couple more turns for my spirit power to come back. So my level's increased again, and it's maxed out, so that means I could actually go and start blowing shit up again with lightning. Beep, beep, beep. Let me see, all that's cleared out, all that's cleared out. So I'm just going to take up all this area now that it's monster free and just direct them to build wherever I can. I'm going to at least gain another level from this. Build them anywhere and everywhere possible. Be fruitful and multiply. You freaky motherfuckers. There we go. Alright. So as soon as that hourglass hits again, it'll actually spread. There we go. Should be the bigger houses and stuff now, I think. Nope, not yet. Well, there's a few like mansion-like buildings that they'll build, which is kind of odd, because it only happens really until you get. Oh no, they built one right here. Usually there's a clear divider line between west side and east side. It's kind of fucking. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so we'll do this real quick. Hopefully this doesn't take too much time up, because I'd like to go ahead and beat Act 1 again. On my previous game, I actually did beat Act 1, but I wanted to go back through, like I said, and play it again, because I just wasn't that with it last night when I actually recorded it. So I'm going to re-record it, obviously, and play it again. I may actually do 2 separate episodes, one of this act, and then I think like Blood Pool is next. So I'll finish Fillmore, and then I'll go to Blood Pool. And the cool thing about it is, the citizens will actually come and help out your other towns by being able to take gifts from them and gift them to your other civilizations. So, for instance, Fillmore actually develops the ability to build bridges. So, automatically, once you take the gift of bridge building from these citizens, which we'll do that here in a second, once you take that from them, you actually have it to give to other civilizations, so that way they automatically know it, and you don't have to worry about fending off monsters for an extended period of time while you're trying to build up, because they already know how to do all that crap. So it's kind of nice. So I'm hoping soon to be able to start. I probably will play Amnesia and Dead Space at the same time. I'm not entirely sure just yet how I want to approach that, but I do want to play them at night, lights off. I've got like a little desk lamp that I can use, and I'll use my face cam, but I wanted to go ahead and do those relatively at the same time. Dead Space is clearly a little bit more action oriented than Amnesia. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually enjoy Amnesia, because it is survival horror. It's puzzles too, which I usually dig, but not feeling helpless and knowing that you can't fight back irritates the shit out of me. It's very hard for me to be like, okay, don't grab something heavy and try to beat the shit out of the monsters in the game. It just, I don't know. I understand that it's it's almost like it's Lovecraftian inspired, just from the creatures that are there and the means in which you have to try to circumvent them. It's very very akin to, what was it? Dark Corners of the Earth. Was it? I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it was basically Shadows over Innsmouth in video game. It was that Lovecraft game that was put out not too long ago. It was first-person shooter. You had weapons, but you were more encouraged to sneak around because you were basically in the town of Innsmouth, and all the little fish people would basically murder you if you made too much noise. So, I don't know. It's gonna take me some time to get used to. So if I complain a lot, don't be surprised. But yeah, hopefully it won't turn into a big mess. I don't think it will. But I really, really enjoy playing this game. This brings back a lot of memories. I remember being sick. Actually, I wasn't really sick. I had a muscle spasm where my muscles my muscle would lock up. It happened one day when I was younger, and it happened really close to my spine. So when it happened, I actually just collapsed to the ground, and I couldn't move. I couldn't get up. I couldn't do anything. So anytime I tried to move my neck, it would hurt extremely. Anytime I tried to just kind of, I don't know, move in any direction, it was extremely painful to do so. So I remember being holed up in my room for quite some time after that, after we figured out it wasn't anything major. I didn't suddenly gain paralysis, which would have been fucking terrible. I've had a lot of weird things happen in my childhood and my adult life, health-wise, that weren't terribly, terribly alarming, but they were definitely eye-openers for me. Yeah, I was spending probably about 2 weeks in the bed just playing this game, and I remember finally beating it, I think. Or maybe I didn't beat it, I can't remember. I've beaten it before. It's been forever and a day since I've done so. But I remember playing this game while being basically held up in my room, and not being able to pretty much move. I just had the Super Nintendo sitting on the foot of my bed. I was laying down, leaned up with some pillows, and yeah, it was fun and kind of shitty at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the Sky Palace over the next objective for the platformer portion. And oh, no, shit, I forgot to do something. Let's go back down. What we really need to do is go and take an offering. So they should have, yeah, everything. So they got the arrow, which will help me in my simulation portion when I'm the angel. Bomb, it'll help me when I'm the angel. Got the bridge, which will help me when I'm the angel too, but it'll help other civilizations, which is nice. And then we're gonna take fire, which is a magical spell that you actually get when you are doing the platforming portion of the of the game. So should be able to return to the Sky Palace, and then we're going to select our magic. So throw fireballs to the left and right. And then we're going to go down and fight the monsters. Yep. So this way, after this is done, Fillmore will be totally done and clear for the moment, and the people will basically be able to live in peace. Then we can go to our next civilization and help them out. So, and there's, I don't know how many locations. I can't remember how many other civilizations you need to help. But there are a lot. Like there's at least 5, maybe 6 or so. Those little fucking goblins, they can suck my ass. See, it looks like I'm fairly proficient right now because I literally did this just last night. I was doing a little bit worse last time, just because it took me a while to get into the swing of things. So I promise you, I'm not honestly this good. As soon as we get past this act, I'll probably be as fresh as I was when I first picked this up. Ow! See, I derped that shit up. That's what tells us. I think at a certain amount of points, you actually. Fuck! I thought I was gonna be able to hit him. I think you get an extra mans, which would be splendid. I'm gonna try to get as many extra mans as I possibly can. Fuck you. Yeah, but some of these mobs you can actually hit, some of them you can't. Oh, pardon me, the projectiles the mobs spit out. There's half an apple. That one I just got lucky and remembered that you could. That guy I don't think you can do shit on, you just have to fucking kill him. Come on, there we go. This part's a pain. It's a bunch of jumping. Yeah. Ow! No, get out of there! Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch! Leave me alone, you rapist! You red goblin rapist. Jeez, man. Those little faces, yeah, they spit out that shit. Just trying to concentrate. I'm like, don't fuck up. Like that. I did the same fucking thing last time. The same exact thing because I didn't notice it. I think there's food over here. Yeah, there's food right here. Hit that with my sword, because I'm a boss! Now, honestly, you'll just see me do this on this fucking boss because he's extremely easy to kill. Because I have enough hit points to outlast him, and there's really no point in trying to dodge, because you get all your hit points back anyway the next level. So, yeah, he's literally that easy. There are some. The first boss was actually harder than him. But the other bosses that you come across later on actually do, they're kind of difficult. They have obviously a more complex pattern than that. They do a little bit more damage, so you can't just sit there and freaking murder them like that. So yeah, it turns out that after you kill the Minotaurus, the dude who was afflicted by the curse passed away. So even though the monsters are gone, the people were still affected, but at least it's peaceful now, and Fillmore can thrive and all this shit. And now I'm gonna get bugged about 18 fucking times that they have more shit to tell me, and they couldn't just tell me right then. They had to, you know, wait until I leave and then tell me again. Look at this, see? Same fucking thing. I know, you're... Pray. Just pray to me. Pray to me! Alright, come on. Yeah. We're gonna accept it. So now they have little boats here. So we're gonna go back. Well, after they're done constructing, we're gonna go back, get those 2 scrolls, because those scrolls will actually help us in the platforming portion of the game. And after that's concerned, we should be good. I do gain another level. So that way I'm already level 5 when I go to my next area, which is good because, like I said, it gives me more hit points, gives me more spirit power, gives me everything. So we're gonna go ahead and take all these offerings. Yep, give me both of those. Another MP. and that allows me to do the my magical powers in the platforming portion multiple times. So it's a good thing, very good thing. Okay, so I'll probably let me go ahead and build this way again real quick. See if they can develop back through here. Oop, no, cancel that out. Wait till it comes over here. So they'll keep filling out this area. I don't think they'll do it with me gone. They still have a few more portions of the actual town that they can populate. Not many more portions, but they still have some areas that are accessible. Alright,